Hi, welcome back to HATV. I'm Ann Malkmus.
And I'm Paul Malkmus.
And today we're here with a very special guest. Her name is Jill Hargas, and she's from Boca Raton, Florida. Is it nice and warm there right now?
Oh, yes. Very nice.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It's a beautiful area down Boca Raton is.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Well, thank you for coming on today and sharing your testimony. And it sounds like you have a great one.
Well, yeah, everybody tells me I do.
Okay.
So we'll see.
I look forward to hearing more about it. But
So how long have you been on the Hallelujah Diet?
Almost, it'll be 3 years in August.
And what made you decide to go on the diet?
Cancer.
That's a good reason.
Right. Instant diagnosis, and the next day I went on the Hallelujah Diet. I'd heard of the Hallelujah Diet years before, dabbled in it a little bit, used to tell people when their sister-in-law got breast cancer, oh, tell them to go on that Hallelujah Diet. I hear that it turns cancer around, does wonderful things. So when I was diagnosed, I felt like it was God telling me, stop telling people, you go on that diet. And so I did the next day.
wow. And what kind of results did you see?
Excellent. I changed my diet that day, did a lot of reading and research. I went and did the 2 doctor appointments, had my first and second opinion. Everybody told me I needed chemotherapy and radiation. And I asked about surgery, and they said no, I would need a complete colostomy. And I said no to door numbers 1, 2, and 3. Was not interested in any of the above. And my sister-in-law had died of cancer the year before, and I watched what chemotherapy and radiation did to her. And so I instead opted to just change my diet, and I did find a surgeon that just removed the tumor. And so after that, I just never looked back. I've stayed on the diet, and I've become a real witness to their office because every time I go in for a checkup, they're like, wow, Jill, you're doing so good. We're just so amazed. And I feel like, you know, even though I had surgery, it's become a real testimony to others that are in that doctor's office as well. So.
Wow. And how's your health been since you went on the diet?
Oh, my health's been great. I lost over 40 pounds.
Wow.
My acid reflux went away. Female issues went away. I no longer need deodorant. Just aches and pains and all those kind of things. I have energy through the roof. I immediately came for health minister training just a few months after all of the above. And when I went home, everybody was just excited to see me look different because I came and I stayed up in North Carolina for a few months while I was going through because I had surgery and that up here. And anyway, so when I went back, I started teaching some classes, and now I've been a health minister for 2 years and sharing the message. And I have a lot of people call me, especially people with cancer.
Cancer, yeah. Yeah.
Since you've been on it for such a while, what's the best part about being on the Hallelujah Diet?
Oh, the best part. Food is so simple. We make it so difficult in the real world. It's just once you change your diet, your taste buds change. People find that hard to believe, but the best part is now everything is so colorful. When I do my classes, I always tell people eat a rainbow because everything has different antioxidants, whatever in it. And when you make a plate, it's just so colorful and so beautiful and so satisfying. And I don't feel overstuffed or any of those kinds of things, sluggish after a meal. I just always have, bountiful energy. That's one of my favorite things.
I'm not sure you told our guests, how much weight did you lose?
Over 40 pounds.
That's incredible. That's excellent.
Really
And it just fell off. Effortlessly. Effortlessly. And like I said, female issues, I went into menopause, never had one hot flash, nothing.
Wow.
So, I mean, everything about that was wonderful.
Wow.
That is incredible.
That's awesome.
That's cool. Any concern of cancer coming back?
I don't have any concern. I go and I have a checkup every 6 months, and everything is well. My blood work is good, and my doctor tells me that my kidneys are functioning of a 30-year-old instead of a 50-year-old, and the same thing with my liver, and so all my numbers are excellent. So I have it monitored about every 6 months. My surgeon even said, oh, don't come back for a year. You're doing so well. So
And
I regularly go for
juicing?
checkups. Oh, I juice, yeah.
Oh, you do juice?
I juice. I have at least 2 or 3 glasses a day. I have
Excellent.
3 barley maxes. When I first went on the diet, I was on the recovery diet.
Okay.
So I was drinking 6 to 8 fresh glasses of juice a day, plus another 6 barley max a day.
Wow.
So I did that for about 9 or 10 months.
Well
Excellent,
done.
excellent.
That's really good.
What a great walking testimony for people who have cancer, can look at you and say, she opted to do it this way. And look at her now.
Right.
Well, you look great.
You
Thanks.
do.
I feel great.
Good.
Feel great.
And lots of vibrancy. So it's really pretty neat.
Yeah, your skin is beautiful, your eyes are clear. You look very, very healthy.
Yeah, thanks. That's what my doctors tell me, so I'll claim that. And I really go by Romans 12:2, that says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. God totally renewed my mind about food. I used to take that verse as a spiritual verse, but it's whatever you need it to be, and God just totally changed my mind. So I look back now, it was like God turned a page in my life. That was my old life, this is my new life, and I've never looked back. And I'm so thankful that He gave me the discipline and the ability to do that without, but amazing what a diagnosis can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's major motivation.
Adjustments, doesn't it?
Right,
Yeah.
but God really, gave me the grace to do that.
Wow.
Well,
thanks.
congratulations.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
And thank you for coming on and sharing your story. It's wonderful, and I know it'll motivate many people out in our customer base and out there in the internet. So thank you, and thank you for joining us here on HATV. This is AM and PM, and we'll see you next time.